Scorpio, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Scorpio, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Scorpio, take a deep breath. Take what resonates with you, Scorpio, and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio for their highest good, Spirit, for their highest good. Two cards for Scorpio. All righty. So you have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. So any way, shape, or form, abundance, blessings, in all kinds of ways, they are coming towards you. Beautiful card to get. I love it. Then you have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Wow, that's nice. So you could be walking outside or meditating or grounding yourself or just getting into that spiritual, going within, like in that spiritual journey. I feel like you're using your intuition, which is very nice. Or you need to start using your intuition. We'll see. But I feel like you are. I feel like things are moving for you. Okay. So let's get started, Scorpio, and see what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. One card for the current. This is for Scorpio for their highest good. Nice. One for the situation. One for the past. One for the what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. All right. Very interesting. All righty. So you start off with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands could be about, celebration, proposal, definitely moving forward. You do have the Eight of Swords here for the situation. The Eight of Swords is talking about not wanting to see something. Maybe you're feeling trapped. Maybe you feel like you just can't move forward. Maybe you feel like you just don't want to deal with anything right now. We'll see what it says. You have the Seven of Wands here for the past. The Seven of Wands is talking about, defending yourself, believing in yourself, really standing up for yourself, and also letting other people help you, like accepting their help. You have the Ten of Wands here for the hopes and for what's hidden. And the hopes. The Ten of Wands is, oh my goodness, the Ten of Wands is talking about that you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. You're feeling very overwhelmed. You see her. She's got this huge thing on her back. The branches, and she's still trying to pick up more. Maybe you need to start setting some kind of boundaries. We'll see. Then you have the Devil card down here for the hopes and the fears, the hopes and fears. Talking about that you really need to let go of old patterns, or maybe you're still feeling trapped, or maybe you're feeling like, there's some habits that you have that you need to leave them. We'll see. You have the Five of Cups here for the what you need to do now, and you really need to start leaving this regret, this loss, I feel like you're feeling down. I feel like you're regretting a lot, and you're not really seeing the opportunities that are coming towards you. You do have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is talking about that there's going to be some messages or news coming through, that for you need to start believing in yourself, that for you need to really take a chance and explore different things. We'll see. It's also a part of a new beginning here, so we'll see why it's actually here. it's in the what you need to work on. So there's something there that you definitely need to work on. But I definitely feel like you have to make some kind of plans here. Um, you have the Three of Cups for the outcome, which is a really beautiful card. You're very supported by your friends and your family. There's celebration here. There's like, maybe you need to get together with some people and just like celebration, right? All right, so let's see what's going on, Scorpio. Take what resonates with you, Scorpio, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. All right. Why is the Four of Wands here for Scorpio? Nice. One more card. Okay. So you do have the Six of Wands here, Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. So definitely you're moving forward. You're wanting to move forward, and that is definitely good. You're moving forward, there could be some kind of new relationship. Maybe you're working with someone also. I feel there could be some kind of proposal here also for some of you guys. You do have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is talking about, looking for answers, seeking answers. Maybe you're looking at traditional values or religion values, stuff like that. There could also be about lessons learned. Like, you're everything that you've been through, you've learned your lesson, and you're just like moving forward. I also feel with the Six of Wands here, it's a very good card to get. I feel like there's success. I feel like people look at you and they recognize all this achievements that you've done, all the hard work that you're doing. I also feel like, you feel like you can do it all. You feel free, like I'm good, I'm happy, I'm going to be able to do what I want to, like freedom, that kind of thing. You do have the Eight of Swords here for the situation. And why is the Eight of Swords here for the situation? Wow. Okay. So you do have the Eight of Swords here, and I feel with the Eight of Swords that maybe you need to really take a look at your finances, because they did come out here with the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Pentacles also. Wow. So there's something here that you're not seeing. Maybe it's the way you're using your finances. Maybe it's maybe you're very stressed out about everything that's going on with your finances. Maybe there was an opportunity that you took upon yourself and, did some changes to your finances, and you're very, it's like you're not really paying attention to them, and they need you to look at them. Okay. Look at your finances, really look at that. But I do feel with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like there's definitely going to be some kind of opportunities to really look at everything before you make any choices or make any decisions on your finances. Okay. I feel like they're going to be able to start a new project because you will have enough. I feel like this is a new beginning also here, which is nice. And then with the Page of Pentacles here, there are definitely financial opportunities, but really try to use your finances wisely. Okay. You could also be learning some kind of new trade or trying to take a class or something for like abundance, like to create the abundance, or maybe it's a side thing that you're trying to do. Wow, very interesting. Then you have the Seven of Wands in the past, and the Seven of Wands says for you to believe in yourself, to stand up for everything that you have and what you're doing. Okay, that not to give up, and to let other people help you when they're telling you, hey, let me help you. They're asking you to really let them do that to you. Let them help you. You have the Ten of Wands, Scorpio here. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Scorpio? One more card. Wow. Okay. So you do have the Ten of Wands, and then you have You have the Ten of Wands. You know, you need to start taking it easy with the Ten of Wands. You know, you're very overwhelmed right now. I feel like you need to start setting new boundaries, and I feel like you're trying to go on a different path also. But really try to get those boundaries there, okay? With the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, wow. I mean, the Six of Cups, I'm sorry. With the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and your family. People look up to you. I also feel like you're wanting to create something, working with somebody. Also, I feel like there could be some kind of partnership here that you're trying to create something better for yourself. Also feel like here with the Six of Cups, I feel like you are definitely going through a healing. You're seeing things differently, thinking about the past, you know, thinking about the past, thinking about, you know, childhood memories, being very nostalgic. And I feel like you're just going through a healing. So I feel like you just really need to just leave the past behind and just keep going forward, okay? To really go within and meditate, because I do feel like you're like kind of just reminiscing too much in the past. I also feel like there could be some kind of apology here for somebody. I feel like somebody could be coming back from the past and coming back and giving you an apology. Wow, that's nice. Let's see. What else do I get from here? That's about it. Okay. And then you have the Devil card down here. And why is the Devil here for Scorpio woman card? Wow, you're still feeling very overwhelmed. So you do have the Devil card here. Maybe there's something that you feel like maybe you're feeling trapped, like you can't move forward because you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, like I said, is saying that you're very overwhelmed with a lot. You know, maybe you're feeling trapped. Maybe you're feeling like you just can't move forward. Like you can't, like there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, you know? And I feel like you need to leave the past behind. Really let go of those old patterns, really let go of the past, okay? Because I feel like you're bringing it up a lot, or you're thinking about it a lot. I feel like you just very overwhelmed, and you still need to set those boundaries, okay? Because I feel like you're carrying everything on your shoulders. I feel like you're just like not letting people help you. Wow. And then the Temperance card here is saying that be calm, you know, try to keep everything balanced, but just don't overdo it, because it seems like you're trying to do everything, and you don't need to be doing that. Okay? You need to let other people help you and set those boundaries and put them in place and keep them in place. Be patient, be calm about things. When you have the Temperance card here, she's talking about, you know, just being patient, having that patience for the things that are going on, finding that balance. I do feel like you're very divinely guided, but I feel like you need to leave all these old patterns behind. It could be a pattern, it could be like a habit, but I just feel like you're very overwhelmed with a lot, you know, that's going on in your life. You have the Five of Cups here. And why is the Five of Cups here for what you need to do now? One more card. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's been a lot going on in your life. You have the Five of Cups here. When the Five of Cups shows up, says that you have a lot of regret. You know, you could have been going through a grief also, like some kind of grief, sadness, you know, regret, and disappointed. You know, you just feel very down. I feel like you're not really seeing things clearly also, because you do have the Moon card here. The Moon is making you see and think things that you shouldn't, you know, and the Moon card is saying that, you know, you're very uncertain about what you want to do next, you know. It's not letting you see clearly. But if you go within and take the time to go within and clear your mind, you know, by yourself, and take a walk and do, you know, just be by yourself, you know, you will see what you need to do. You do have the Three of Swords here, and I do feel like you've been very sad. Your emotions are going to get high, very high. you know, and you will be very sad. You will be heartbroken. You will be very hurt about something. Really take that time though, okay? Really take that time to go within and ground yourself, because you need that. You know, you're going through a healing right now because you have the Six of the Cups here, and things are just coming up to the surface, but you have to deal with them, okay? You have to keep going and not give up on things no matter what. I know it's even hard. It's hard to say that to somebody, you know, especially when they're hurt. Especially everything that y'all have been going through, it's hard. It's hard, but you got to try, okay? No matter what, you got to try. You can't just not live life, okay? You got to keep going. Remember, blessings are going to come in for you. The cards say, you know, there's blessings here, so remember that. You do have the Page of Wands on what you need to work on, and there is a lot of change that's coming through. Why is the Page of Wands here? Wow. You have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of change that's going to come in. You have the Ten of Swords. Something has come to an end in your life, you know, whether it's a relationship, an obstacle, whatever it was. There's something coming to an end, so just know that. But when you get an ending, there's always a new beginning. So that's also good. You know, even if you don't think, if you went through a hard ending and it's like, oh my God, but you know, I'm going to tell you something. You know, when there's an ending here, it also pushes you forward. So just know that. Really try to believe in yourself. Be open, okay? Because I feel like you're going in a new direction now, and I feel like there's a lot of change that's coming through. I feel like also, too, for a lot of you guys, you could be going on the spiritual journey. You know, see everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've done in your life. You know, you've done so much, Scorpio. You know, you've been in, you've been down, you've been up, you've been down, you've been, you know, going through so much, but you know, things are going to get better. You are being recognized for a lot of things. You know, you are going to start, you need to see everything that you've been doing, all these accomplishments, and not the regret, but everything that you have done. You know, you've done a lot of good things, and you need to really think about that, okay? They want you to be grateful, even for the smallest things. Have gratitude, okay? And then you have the Three of Cups. And why is the Three of Cups here? For the outcome. One more card. Just know that you have a lot of support from your friends and family. You still have a lot of support from everyone. You are still very divinely guided, Scorpio. And try to use your intuition, because the High Priestess card is here. When the High Priestess shows up, you know, they're telling you, hey, you know who you are. You know that you're this powerful person. You know, you have this inner power that you can use. You know, the gift that you have gotten, that intuition that you have, you know, use it, okay? I do feel like there is some kind of celebration here also. And you do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is saying that you are going to be in your mind a lot. You know, you're very worried, you're in your mind, can't sleep, you know, you're in this way where it's just like the worry is there. You see how she's there and she's worried, she can't sleep, she's not sleeping well, you know, she's just very overwhelmed with everything. And you really need to start taking that time to go within, okay? Breathe, go outside, meditate, take a walk by yourself, you know, get away from this, all the electronics, and just go outside by yourself, you know, and then just for a little bit, you know, get some sun if you can, and just try to clear your mind, okay? Because you are definitely going through a lot. Remember, take care of yourself. You're emotionally, physically, take care of yourself. All right, so Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.